It seems love can't remain at the level of intentions alone. It must involve constant strenuous efforts to translate our wishes into interventions truly aligned with the psychology and history of another human being.
The fate you have in your partner, it goes way further than most people realize. See, it doesn't matter where they started or what they have right now. You chose them. You saw something in them that made you want to build, to grow, to stay. But too often, people start a relationship and forget that belief is part of the foundation. So it's not just about being together, but about lifting each other higher. Today, let's talk about what that really means. From what it looks like to truly believe in your partner, to how to handle it when they fall, and why you should never put anyone else above them. Belief isn't just saying, I got your back. It's standing behind your partner even when no one else does. It's easy to believe when they're winning, when things look good on paper, and when the world is cheering them on. But real belief shows up when they're still figuring it out, when the world doesn't yet see what you see, when you decided to be with them. Personally, I'm a firm believer that faith is one of the main pillars of a relationship, as well as one of its main propellers. You see, to take someone as your partner, you would need to put faith in their character firsthand. You would have to place this delicate amount of trust that they will treat you well, that you will find happiness in them. And then, you place this faith that they will continuously grow with you into the people you both want to be. That's how love and relationships work essentially, no? It's for the same reason that betrayals hurt so badly, all because of the amount of belief put into the relationship. It's staggering. So here's the deal. Hardly anyone you meet out there will be a finished product, especially not among younger people. You won't be meeting a lot of perfect people because, surprise, surprise, they don't exist. Some people develop better or faster than others, but generally, we're all still in the middle of our journeys. When you fall in love, you don't exactly see that character from the epilogue of the story. Instead, what you see is this person still being fleshed out, someone whose chapter 20s or their rising actions are still getting written as we speak. Sure, you might have this vision of what kind of person they would become, but that's quite difficult to tell off the bat. And frankly, life changes too often for such assumptions to always end up being correct. One thing I've come to notice is that some of us tend to forget this. We tend to gloss over the fact that most of us are still draft sketches of a grand masterpiece. Hence why we get people who are already chasing after those who have already gone through all the training arcs and all the angsty life periods. Is it okay to want this? Sure. But as for how realistic this is, I'd say there is a very slim chance you'd stumble upon someone already well established. Not to mention that we aren't even sure if they'd go after you. Sorry, not sorry. But as I was saying, belief means everything in love. To believe is to trust, and to trust is to love. You can easily tell someone kind words of motivation. You can very easily send care packages and draft long, cheesy messages. But it takes a lot more than just these. You need to genuinely believe in your heart that your partner will become the person they strive to be, even when life gets difficult, even when the waters get all murky. Because at the end of the day, you chose to be with them a while ago, back when they were still a little younger and less experienced. You basically didn't choose who they are today. Rather, you chose the version they're still becoming. So, don't just date them. Actually believe in them. See their potential like it's already there. Speak to the version of them that's still on the way. So many people have given up on their partners while they were still building up. So many people have cut ties before anything substantial could even happen. Tell me, can we even call this love? Can we call it love to turn away from someone at a point wherein they need you the most? I personally couldn't, since at its core, love is about embracing parts of your partner that may still be lacking today.
Be real with me. love is less of a feeling and more of a practice.
Jalulu, why?
The notion originally comes from Bell Hooks' book, All About Love. If I'm with my partner and I'm next to them and I feel completely neutral, I'm not actively feeling the feeling of love, does that mean I don't love them anymore? I think a lot of people get into relationships to chase stimulation. I think a lot of times people get into relationships or look towards relationships because they're bored. And I think that's also why people fall out of them a lot. They lose that feeling, and once they lose that feeling, they think the love is gone.
The problem is the reasons why we fall in love with somebody are not the things that usually sustain a relationship. Those are two different things, right? You can fall in love with somebody, but the practice of being there and showing up in absence of the feeling is what love is.
Which is why I think it's better to phrase it as a practice. I don't think those butterflies are love. It's obviously something people feel. We need to think of love as something that you have to put effort towards. It takes respect, it takes care, listening to boundaries, things like that, rather than just that feeling.
Love is only real when it's enacted. Love is only real when you're actually doing things for somebody and accepting somebody as they are.
It's a choice. You have to show up for it every time.
Yes.
You have to put action behind the words.
Yes. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Serena.
Preston, nice to meet you.
Sure, they're not the most accomplished yet. Sure, they're yet to overcome certain fears. Sure, they still falter and hesitate sometimes. And that's okay. Your partner is human after all. Part of being human is to be imperfect. We aren't Mary Sue's or Gary Stu's who can just be flawless from the get-go without needing further development. So stand by your partner during theirs. Trust in them and their abilities even while it's still too early to figure out any possible results. You'll come to find that seeing someone succeed hits so much deeper when you held their hand and stood beside them while they were still nobody in the eyes of everyone else.
You can't just give up on someone because the situation isn't ideal. Great relationships aren't great because they have no problems. They're great because both people care enough about the other person to find a way to make it work.
So here's the thing. They're gonna fall at some point, whether it's a small stumble or a massive misstep. Everyone does. But how you respond in that moment says everything about what kind of partner you are. When it's not there yet, it can be very easy to say that, oh, I'll be supportive no matter what. But people tend to crack under pressure, especially when their belief gets a little tested. This is pretty evident in love. Sometimes we get a little ahead of ourselves and then end up disappointed because we didn't see the results we wanted to see. So as a result, we lose the heart we used to have before this said disappointment. Some people love to say, see, I told you so. But let's be real. That kind of talk breaks more than it builds. I'm certain you were annoyed when someone played know-it-all on you while you suffered through something. That's like getting sick from the rain and then your parent admonishes you for not bringing an umbrella. Sure, you should have done that, but what's done is already done. You're already sneezing and wheezing. You already felt the consequences of your actions, so what other reason is there to get upset over that? Your partner is no different. They do not want anyone acting all condescending on them, much less have you act that way. It's not fun getting talked down to. Constructive criticism is perfectly fine, but implying you're disappointed won't help at all. Chances are, they already are disappointed in themselves enough when they fumbled. Do you think they really need another person to tell them how dumb that said fumble was? If your partner falls, nasty as it may have been, don't throw salt on the wound. Look at them and say, we'll face this together, and babe, you were so close. You gotta keep going. I believe in you. Those words might sound small, but they hit deep. It ties to the same reasoning I gave for belief. Placing that faith in someone makes all the difference between feeling alone in the world and feeling motivated because someone is still cheering. Words and actions have impact. If you grow cold during your partner's rough times, they will feel it, and they will mirror that. If you, on the other hand, were there to listen without judgment and provide a shoulder to lean on, then that can give them the drive to keep pushing, even if momentarily for the fact that you're still warm to them all the same. Because when someone's doubting themselves, your voice can become their reason to try again. Don't underestimate what a bit of fate can do. I've seen many success stories of people pushing simply because one person made them want to keep pushing, all because a single soul saw them as a fledgling, little as they were, and they felt that they were destined to soar high one day. So speak life into them. Not pressure, not insults, life. That's how you can build confidence and not control. That's how you can uplift your partner. Because truthfully speaking, there's no use in beating down someone who's already struggling. If they're having a rough time, be the light for them. Your love is what they need, not you also giving up on them, especially if everyone already turned their backs. Traditional marriage vows say, for better or for worse.
Like, I love the traditional marriage vows where it says, like, in sickness and health, to death do us part, for better or for worse. You know, that idea of when we get married, we're in it for the long haul. We're in it till the end, till death do us part, right? I love those vows because it means, hey, when things are great or when things are terrible, we are actually committed to each other. That's the kind of relationship you want to have. And that brings emotional intimacy. That brings physical intimacy. This idea of being committed completely to each other.
If you love your partner, stick true with them during the difficult moments. They need you the most during these times. Now listen closely because this one's important. Plus, it's a fatal mistake far too many people end up making. Stop putting people on a pedestal above your partner. Stop comparing them to someone who looks like they've already made it.
Bro, stop comparing your relationships to other relationships. That's making your relationship even worse because you just trying to be like these couples you see on social media. That's why I don't like social. You looking at somebody else's relationship, you like, why my relationship ain't like this? Especially for the females out here, because y'all do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to compare y'all relationships to this, and that's why y'all be trying to leave y'all man or whatever. Same for the males, y'all do the same thing. Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing... Bro, stop looking at other people relationships on social media. It ruins the real relationship right in front of you. Why you want to be like somebody else anyway? You need to figure out y'all, not them. They not worrying about you. They just happy and happily, and you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Them couples ain't worrying about y'all. You need to be worrying about your significant partner right here in your face. You gonna lose somebody good because you trying to project your feelings.
That won't serve as inspiration, because that's plain, quiet disrespect. If you see someone already further ahead, don't say, why can't you be more like them? Instead, say, they're just a few steps ahead, we'll get there too. Now that's belief. That's partnership. It's building instead of belittling. Your partner does not need another merciless critic. They need a believer. When you see them as capable even in their unfinished season, you give them the courage to grow into the person that they were always meant to be. In our current day and age, I know it can be very easy to feel envy. People share a lot, and naturally, most tend to share the absolute best sides of their lives. Someone out there has the latest gadgets. Someone out there has just moved into a brand new penthouse. Someone out there just got proposed to with a diamond-encrusted ring holding a gem that's probably costing more than your rent. But those people aren't the same as you or your partner. Just as your journey differs from theirs, theirs differ from yours.
You're not behind. You're just not in the part of the story that everyone around you happens to be in. So somebody's chapter 4 might be your chapter 12. It's just a different book, and that's how it should be. And comparison is the thief of joy, and will always be the thief of joy.
Comparison is the thief of joy, is what they say, and it's true. When the baseline you set for your partner is rigidly set on a foundation meant for someone else, naturally, you can't expect them to be that. They are not that person. They are an individual of their own, someone who has their own set of strengths, weaknesses, aspirations, and fears. We all hated it when our mom or dad started yapping about how our cousin or sibling is better, blah, 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 blah. We hated it because it was annoying, and more often than not, they were unattainable. Of course, I won't be the MVP in a basketball game. I have no interest in it, unlike my cousin. Of course, I won't run for student council like the neighbor's kid because, again, that's not a responsibility I'm aching to have. It was annoying then, so do not bring this kind of energy into your relationship. Trust me when I say that it will start more arguments than end any. So pace yourself and really see your partner. See them for who they are, what they're passionate about, what they're trying to push for. Acknowledge those and throw away the preconceptions that they have to be this or that, like this one other person. They are not the same functionally, so they won't deliver the same results. And there should be nothing wrong with that. Remember, You're with your partner right now because you love them for who they are. If you're so hell-bent on making them into someone else, then why waste time fitting a square through a circle hole? Quit those comparisons. Stop calling celebrities your husband or your wife when you already have someone who loves you. Stop trying to fit your partner into some mold when, from the start, you should have embraced them for who they are now and who they'll naturally grow to be.
Love him where he is, and if you don't, then don't love him. Meet him where he's at. Don't wait for him in all the places you want him to go. Love was made to feel immediate, yet go incredibly slow. Love him for who he is, not all the things he says he's going to be. Yes, believe, but also see what's standing in front of you right now. Don't hear, don't speak, strip it all down, feel everything, be proud. Love him, not for what he can do, but really love him. Watch him cry. Don't you dare move away, lean in, see him, stay. Let him be enough. And if he isn't, then let him go. Love was never meant to be on display, to be judged for who can give us the best show. Let love be silent. Let it stand tall in the mess. Let it be gazed upon without you knowing, to be smiled at in the small moments. Let it be still, let it rest. Love him for who he is. And if you don't, then don't love him.
Belief in your partner, it's not just something you say. It's something you live. It's the way you talk to them after a setback, the way you protect their vision when the world doubts them. It's the way you remind them you're not there yet, but you will be. Because sometimes the difference between someone giving up and someone breaking through is just one person who truly believed in them. Be that person. That's real love, and that's real loyalty. And that right there, that's current champ energy. If this message hits home, drop a like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, put faith in the people you love. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
And I'ma just do me. A new thing hold me down on 2 feet. That's 10 toes, bust 4, 5, and 6 foes. Need 2.